Well, hello folks, welcome to another shaving video. And just as I noted last time, this I did get in the mail Declaration Grooming Massacre of the Innocents. And yeah, that's innocent with an S at the end, so innocence, which changes the meaning of the word. Innocent is of course a pronoun which describes innocent people. Innocence is an adjective which describes a type of feeling. So yeah, Massacre of the Innocents, and it is bison. So, see here. See the milk steak. It says a milk steak shaving soap. Yeah, it does have. This is 4 ounces. So you got the soap. I already scooped out some for the shaving purpose, and it is a chocolate color, and it is a very soft. As you can see, I scraped some out there at the top here. Now it's very soft, almost a pudding, I guess, like a butter like softness. The scent is a cologne-ish smell. Almost a polo sport type smell, but with something else in there. But it's definitely a masculine. I like the scent, although I don't own any polo colognes. I don't know, maybe I've outgrown them. Let's see here, but I like this. It's and I think Declaration Grooming does have eau de toilettes of their scent. So, but I don't know. I think I'll stick to the shaving. And of course, this would be the third. You see the 2 dots on there. Put on there. This would be the third use and final use of the blade for a OneBlade core. Surprisingly, this razor is easy to clean. It's you just pop the blade out of the back, just pull up, and it pops out, and just rinse it out, wipe it down, and to put it in, you slide it into the back. See here if I can, and push in the middle, and it pops right in. You hear the double click, the click, and it does have I guess holes in the bottom. You guys can see it. For I don't know if that is for lather or if they just did it to make it lighter, but it's a plastic head, so I can see if it's stainless steel, cutting out holes here and there to make it lighter. But that could be also for I guess part of the maybe the plastic injection. Drink water, folks. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and lather up the soap, and I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. So yeah, and of course for the touch-up, I'll be using this Rockwell stainless steel, or the Rockwell 6S. And here it is on the shaving synthetic. Of course, I prefer synthetic. And it does have bentonite clay. And you can see it in there's like a brown speckles. And yeah, I was looking at the shaving balls. Okay, that's the clay. I was like, okay, did I get some dirty soap? And that's probably why it's brown. So this does have, of course, bison tallow. Has buttermilk, egg white. See here, goat's milk, lanolin. So it's all the good stuff that will make your skin soft. But yeah, there's burdock, which see here, root extract. So burdock, root extract, and burdock is something that Chinese folks, Asian folks eat mainly in a soup. It is a root. It's like at the Asian store, they sell them in like about 3 feet long roots, and they're basically I guess you can call them tubers, because but yes, I've had it before in a soup. kind of potato-ish tasting, I guess. Let's see what else. My old eyes. Of course, the fragrance. But grape seed extract. So they put a lot of good stuff in here. And see here. And yeah, price-wise, it's around $20 to $25. And I love this scent. And yes, it's all red. This sort of a, you know, watercolor looking red, yellow, orange, with that I don't know, sort of a what you call that, connect the dot looking bison emblem. So let's wet face. Yeah, and of course it's finally gotten cool. Oh yeah, on the face, that cologne smell really. And this is a lot drier than what I normally would do. And I've only whisked the soap for about 2 minutes, and that's what I got. And yeah, this is more than enough. What I find for soap is the 3-minute mark is like the magic mark for it to go poof, and it turns. It's kind of like beating egg white. You know, you beat it for like 3 minutes, and then poof, it turns into cream. So let's see here. And yes, I would recommend this for beginners. Because it is just that mild. And of course, since we're having to wear masks pretty much everywhere we go, except for at your house and then your car, yes, there are people who wear masks right in their car. You don't really have to shave a whole lot. You know, even if you're at work and you're customer facing, you're wearing a mask, and you know, if it's a requirement that you shave every day, now you really don't because you got a mask on. So hopefully they lift. And of course, winter's coming up, so I don't see them lifting the mask ban anytime soon. Now, I was kind of hoping they made it to a store choice, restaurant choice, which don't make any sense for restaurants. You know, here in Texas, people are allowed to go in and sit down and eat. Of course, you can't eat with a mask on. So I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going in to pick up food to you know, for takeout, I prefer to do takeout anyways, even before the pandemic. So you got people in there sitting eating with mask off, but if you go in to pick up your food, you have to wear a mask. So it makes no sense. It's not that I'm paranoid, I just prefer takeout. You know, you can bring it home, eat it at your leisure. You know, if you're like, oh, you know, I get home from work, you order something, get home, it's like, I'm not really hungry, I'll wait an hour or two. Yeah, I was going to do a shaving comparison, like one side versus the other side with the supply provision injector, but this is not an injector, it is a single blade. I would say this one's a lot closer to a disposable. The mildness of it. Yeah, going up on the neck, not very good. It almost feels like I'm using a disposable single blade, but it's a little bit more aggressive. And yes, if you go online, you may have gotten emails from your soap website that you use. You know, a lot of them, like I said, are doing the 10-15% off. And that's the reason I jumped. Hey, let me go ahead and order some soap. Haven't ordered in a long time. Basically, it pays for the shipping. And of course, if you order a certain amount, shipping is free, which is nice. Yeah, and I didn't realize and I forgot because I need it. And of course, I'm working on my motorcycle. It's been sitting in the garage because of the oil leak on the primary, so I haven't really been riding it. So I decided to finally fix it over the weekend. Taking the primary cover off and putting it back on is the easy part. Is taking the burnt on gasket off was the hard part. And if I get the video uploaded, something product called Goof Off, yeah, GOOFOFF, Goof Off, and they have one called graffiti remover, which is a version of their paint remover that is a gel. Yeah, this is very mild razor. And I wasn't going to disassemble the engine, the transmission. Now, if I had like an actual shop on the side that had like a bike lift or a bike lift table, then I probably still wouldn't do it. You have to take the engine off, take the transmission off to get to the to get to the primary cover. Not a bad razor. Yeah, this would be a pretty good everyday shaver. And being that the $8 for 10 and 3 use, you could probably push, if you use it every day, you could probably push it to 5. You know, if like most guys, you're waiting 2 days, maybe 3 days to shave, then 3 would probably be what you want to push it to. Even OneBlade says 3 is what they recommend. On this razor, on their $400 one, I don't know. I think it uses the same blade. All right, let's do a touch up. Yeah, so I went to, and of course my jack that I bought off Amazon collapsed. I of course got it shipped back, free shipping. That thing weighs about a good 30-40 pounds. Wasn't going to. It is the they call it the cross jack. It's basically a screw, and there are crosses that goes down like this to. I don't know if I could show with my finger. So that thing snapped. I went to Harbor Freight, and yes, like I said, I had a Harbor Freight hydraulic motorcycle jack for 10 years until the seals on the jack began to fail, and it wasn't jacking the bike up. And I was okay. It's and of course I sold it because you can actually buy the can jack and replace the can jack for like you know, but $50, depending on the brand, anything from $50 to $100. I figure, you know, I might as well just buy another one. And of course, $50 ain't bad. And the guy who bought it, of course, if he knows how to fix the, you know, the can jack, it was basically a hydraulic jack, or you know, just go buy another one. You know, he probably bought it at Harbor Freight. So I got it home, I followed the instructions, assembled it, and I was jacking it up. And I hear this loud pop. And I'm looking around. And it's the retention spring. Just hanging there. So I was like, crap, the retention spring breaks. So now I gotta, maybe the next day or so, you know, luckily I kept the receipt, take that jack back, you know, get another one. And I guess with this one, maybe look around, see maybe something came loose on this one. Maybe it's the ghost of the other jack coming back and haunting me. Like, you sold me, man. We've been together for 10 years. And yes, it is Harbor Freight. And you know, and yes, I don't need the $500, $700 motorcycle jack. And you know, it's now of course if I had $1,000, no, I probably still wouldn't, because I wouldn't have the room for it. You know, the table jack, or the table lift. It's not a jack anymore, it's a lift. It lifts the whole bike up. And it also has, of course, a jack on it where if you need to take the wheels and stuff off, you can jack the bike up. Had a buddy who, yeah, he went all out and purchased, spent $1,000 or so on a lift table, and you know, and he tells me, man, if you got the room for it in your garage, or if you have a workshop in your backyard where you can, you know, roll your bike into, he's like the table, the bike lift or the table lift is worth. He's like, worth every penny. And I was like, yeah, it's worth every penny. The problem is I got no place to put it, and I don't want to spend, you know, $500-600 on a, you know, on I guess a name brand bike jack. I rather just, you know, I've had the, you know, 10 years is a long time. I had the Harbor Freight jack lasted me 10 years before the seals failed, and this one, of course, you know, failed on me the first day. Luckily, it wasn't on my bike. I was testing it, jacking it up. I was standing, I was standing on it and using a broom to, you know, push the. It's just like the old one that I had. It has a little foot lever that you press with your feet. You know, lift your bike up. You know, I was standing on it. Said, I got to test it with my weight. You know, if it has no problem lifting my weight. Then I heard a bong. It's like, oh shit, what the hell was that, man? You know, and looked around. It's all the retention spring is hanging loose. So I figured, okay, whatever was holding that retention spring broke. So I'm gonna take it into the. Let me. I was gonna use the. I think I used the last time. No, it's the. See well, anyways. So yeah, so take it back. I don't know if I want to get the same one, or get a more expensive one, or get a. I don't think they have a cheaper one. I mean, mine could have been a fluke because I jumped online on YouTube, looked up Harbor Freight motorcycle jack, and there's a bunch of guys, using them for years, and like, hey, I had no problem. So mine just could be a fluke, where the retention spring supposedly helps pull the piston back into the sleeve when you step on. There's a release lever that you step on, and technically, yeah, you technically could use it without the retention spring. The weight of the motorcycle, should be more than enough to push the. But when you step on the, anyways, so I'll take it back. I might get the same one, might get the more expensive one. Who knows? But yeah, I seem to be having some bad luck. As for the gasket, I knew the gasket was going to be burnt on, and scraping it, got to be really careful. Scraping it with the razor blade. Luckily the industrial scraper blades aren't as sharp as a gem blade. Of course, gem blades are medical grade sharp. So so luckily those aren't as sharp. I thought about it, hey, maybe order me some gem blade and use them. I was like, nah, that's okay. I'll stick with the industrial scraper blade, and I haven't started the bike up yet because it's again it's stuck on the safety block. Darn it, freaking hair! It's probably dog hair. Probably my hair. So keep yakking up. Declaration Grooming Massacre of the Innocents, not innocent. I don't think they're not trying to promote killing mass people. But I recommend it. See here, chocolate cover, chocolate color. Smells really nice. I like the scent. It is a masculine scent. It's not flowery. It's not gourmand. It doesn't smell like candy. Although I think the other one that I purchased is like a candyish smelling, or I think it's another brand, because I bought Declaration Grooming and like one other brand, and that one is candy smelling. But I like this one, and it's got beef tallow, goat's milk. It's got yogurt, buttermilk, egg white. It's a Benetton clay. Yeah, that's the stuff that, like I say, when you whisk it up, it's got the brown, and that's probably why the soap is a brown color. It's from the clay, and face feels nice and soft. It's you know what? It's the first time I use this with the I forgot what soap it was I used it with. I don't know if it's the soap or if it's just the first use of the blade, but my face, after that, my face felt like tingly, and but then again, it was after, well, anyways. But, well, I definitely recommend that, and yeah, for 20 something bucks, I think it was like $23.99 or something like that on the website. So 24 bucks, 25 bucks. OneBlade core. Definitely grab yourself one if it's not out of stock. Grab an extra 10. So I got 19 blades because I bought an extra 10 pack. So that should last me a while, because I'm not just going to use this one. Well, that's it. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Once again, stay out of the riot zones. Don't drive across state lines. To go to some riot place, and if it comes to your town and you feel like, hey, I'm gonna go out there, and let these out-of-towners know what's up. Of course, but in that case, by all means, you are defending your town that you live in, that you work in, your wife and kids go to work and school in. So definitely, by all means. do what you gotta. Like, kind of like that movie Denzel Washington, Man on Fire. You know, he's like, go after them go after them like man on fire. Uh, to the point they come to the negotiating table. It's like, you're crazy, dude. you know. Anyways, thank you. Until the next time.